Hello, my friends. I'm Josh Hendry with Mr. Hen's Art Skills, and you're watching Random Quick Draw, the creative show that's randomly fast and vastly random. So, tonight, we're drawing something really interesting. drawing, excuse me, I'm drawing Frankenstein, puppeteering with a tube of paint in the swamp. So let me go ahead and write that down. And if you're at home, please feel free to play along. You can always go over to mrhen.com, go under the activities to random quick draw, and you can download or print these sheets that I'm working on, as well as the list that I pull these random ideas from. And we would love to have you play along. Puppeteering, the tube of paint in a swamp. I will do my best to make this friendly for all. Let's see. Frankenstein puppeteering with a tube of paint. So the tube of paint made me think of Bob Ross. And I don't know if he ever painted swamps. I see a lot of mountain paintings and beautiful forest paintings, but I can't remember if he ever did a swamp. He probably did with all the paintings he did, but I just can't bring one to memory. But Frankenstein and puppeteering. And then I thought maybe a Bob Ross puppet or something. Painting with a tube of paint, so maybe that's where we're headed. I don't know. We got an easel here. Got a Bob Ross puppet on the way. Let's see if he's got like a little hand here. There. We got a little paintbrush, maybe. And then maybe Bob Ross is here. Now, Bob Ross had a mustache and a goatee and a big afro. Alright. Now, Frankenstein. I have no idea why Frankenstein is puppeteering with Bob Ross, but that's the whole point, right? Keep it random. So, oh, this is really random. There's friendly Bob Ross and his puppet, and there's, I think that was kind of what his nose looked like. A goatee might be okay, maybe. Yeah, I think if the eyes are all black with a little shiny dot, that's going to look a little bit more like a puppet. Right now he doesn't totally look like a puppet. So I might need to change his nose to not be so realistic. Maybe like a little Muppet style nose, like just a round nose might be a little bit more believable as a puppet, maybe. And maybe he doesn't, maybe he's smiling, but just his bottom lip there, and then, yeah. Make that look a little bit more, less realistic and a little bit more like there's some puppety materials being used for the hair, maybe. And then he always seemed to have very smiley cheeks, to me. We're going to do that. And I did look at a picture of him ahead of time, just full disclosure. I'm not just completely going off of memory. I don't really have the picture handy that I'm looking at right now, but I did look just to get a little bit of reference, because I kind of knew going into it that Bob Mr. Ross was going to be part of this one. So I hope that's okay that I'm doing that. I hope there's no like copyright infringement for Bob Ross. I honestly don't know. I'm sure somebody will let me know if I've overstepped my bounds, and if I have, I apologize, and maybe we'll never see this episode again. Hope that's not the case. But it's possible. There we go. Alright. Alright. There we go. His other hand will just be over there. He probably should be holding a paint palette, right? Let's make him holding the tube of paint so that Frankenstein doesn't have to do that too. I want to put something like titanium white or Van Dyke brown on that too, but I don't think it's going to read from that far away. But that would be hilarious. There. That'll work. Somebody else can fill that in if they want to. Alright, so there's the canvas on the easel. Sure. Why not? And I suppose there are going to be some mountains up here and some clouds, of course, because he always had clouds, and a nice little winding river, because that's just right, and of course some happy little trees. If you don't have happy little trees, you are not honoring the legend. All of a sudden I went full military in my mind, even though I know Bob Ross was kind of sort of counter that mentality. Yeah, that'll work. Why not? Okay, and then the easel. Gotta have a nice little clamp down for your canvas here. Right? A little knobby knob right there to lock it in place. Gotta have that thing locked down. You know. Alright. Right, there we are. Yes, yes. Most excellent. And I guess the legs will come down something like that. Alright, now onto the main star. Mr. Frankenstein himself. Picture big chin. He's going to end up having stitches. Kind of a big nose. Well, I like that angle. Like that. Looking cool. Yes, yes, good. So far, so good. Let's see. Drowsy eyes. Drowsy eyes. Big smile. Big smile. There. That's a real big smile. Do I want that big of a smile? I don't know. Gaunt cheeks, right? He had some gaunt cheeks and a big jaw. Gaunt cheeks, big jaw, big old chin. Yeah, like that. Yeah, like that. Like that. Bags under the eyes. Eyebrows right on top of the eyelids. Big brow. Big brow. Oh, I ran out of forehead room, man. Bummer. A little bit of forehead there. Yeah, there we go. That's more like it. There we go. Okay. It's all going to be blacked in. Big ears. I think we want... Yeah, that's more like it. I'm not feeling that smile from him yet. Okay. Got almost a worried look. I'm thinking of the right one. Okay. Almost a worried look there. Okay. That, yeah. Okay. Yep. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think that's okay. Big ears. At least I think they're big ears. I want him to be smiling. I mean, he's puppeteering Bob Ross. You've got to be happy if you're puppeteering Bob Ross, right? Yes, you do. Yes. Let's see. Oh, like that? Like that? Do I like that? Because we gave the corners there. If we take the corners down here, corners of the mouth down here, is that better? Well, no. Maybe that's good. Maybe the bottom lip is right there. Maybe that's good. Oh, okay. That got dark right there. And change the feel of it. There we go. Okay. Those eyebrows are going to be dark, so that's going to change the way that feels too, but I think I can live without detailing that right now. Okay, I want a little more gap right there. That's better for the jawbone, or the, not the jawbone, the cheekbone. Cheekbone down. Now, he's got a big neck. Like a really big neck. Like that. Better. Okay, and then he's got those weird little things come out of the side of his neck. I'm not sure if those were electrodes or what they were. Perhaps that's what Dr. Frankenstein needed to put them together. And I guess technically I'm drawing Frankenstein's monster, not really Frankenstein, but I think everybody knows the intention there, hopefully. But maybe not. Maybe it's a mess up on my part. Yeah. That long side black hair definitely brings it together. Yeah, you gotta have the darks in there or it doesn't work right. It just, until you fill it in, it just doesn't look good. That makes it all balance out so much better. Alright. I forgot I'm supposed to be drawing a swamp. Ha! That's the setting, is a swamp, so Bob needed to be painting a swamp, not a mountain scene. Gonna have to change that. Which is hilarious because, of course, Frankenstein would make Bob Ross paint something creepy. Bob Ross wasn't a creepy painter, man. He was cool. And old Frankenstein gotta come in and change it up. Alright, let's get the sleeve down. I don't like the angle of that ellipse at all. It should be, yeah, rounder, I think. I think his arm should be thicker if he's Frankenstein, really. Something more like that, maybe? We'll go a little bit like that so it makes sense that he's, I don't know. I don't know if I like the shape of that ellipse at all. If I just went straight across, I feel like I'm gonna see it's kind of eye level, so it would be sort of level, I guess. I don't know. Eye level's right there. This is going down eye level though, so that's why I think that should be more like that. I don't know. Okay. Put some buttons on here. Yeah, buttons on your jacket sleeve, of course. Yes, Mr. Frankenstein. Of course you have 3 buttons on your sleeve. Of course that's what you have. Shoulders need to come down from up here. Maybe that looks more Frankenstein-ish. Maybe right here. I don't know. One makes him look a little bit more hunky and the other one makes him look a little more like hunchbacky. I think he already has like hunchbacky kind of. Yeah, well, and then you've got all the other stuff that's supposed to be going on, like didn't he wear like a kind of like a tuxedo, sort of, not a tuxedo, like a jacket, a blazer, and a white t-shirt or something pretty simple. I'm going old school Frankenstein, not the new stuff. Something like that. The angle on this is horrible. There is no way he would be painting back over his shoulder like this. It's just jacked up. I got it all wrong. It can't be this arm. Oh man, I'm going backwards. So I'm going to keep the head, but I got to change the whole body, I think. I hope this doesn't turn into a disaster. That would not be good. Let's see. Alright, we're changing all of this. Nothing about that is right. Sorry for the camera shake, man. It's getting real. People who watch this in time lapse are going to be like, that's the whole drawing. But it'll go fast in time lapse. Oh my goodness, people. I've really done it now. I might even change the angle of the neck a little bit to accommodate this new idea I have. Because if Bob is going from that direction, then this arm would be the one that's doing it. Be coming from across the body, like this. And then this shoulder should open up a little bit to allow and accommodate that. Correct, Mundo? Something like that. Where are you, Stan Prokopenko? Where are your lessons? There's the rib cage, top of the rib cage, traps, the shoulder. Yes. There's the blazer. There's the seam on the blazer. Around the neck. Yeah, that'll be fine. Fine. Yeah, that looks perfect. Oh, man. Gosh. Yeah, that looks just... Oh my goodness. That is better at least. It's just funny. Okay, he's got to be painting a swamp, people. And I need something up here and something around here, but we need a swamp too. Okay, swamp. The river can stay. The trees must change, and the mountains are not the same. The river is fantastic. Okay. So, in a swamp. What's in a swamp? I'm sorry, I need a picture of a swamp. I'm going to Google, man. Swamp art. I'm looking at swamp art so that it look. Why did it do swamp dot art? I don't want swamp period art. Oh my goodness. Swamp art. There we go. There's some good images that'll give me some ideas of what we're talking about. We'll just do some concept art, right? And I saw one that kind of stood out to me that looked really cool. But now it's not there, which is really weird. Oh well. Do. Man, I'm not a big fan of what they got going here. They have one image that I really liked, but they didn't really... That's kind of cool. I think, okay, at least those trees make sense for a Bob Ross thing. So basically they're more like oak trees. And they have like things hanging down them, like Spanish moss. So I guess that makes sense. Hey kiddo. You going to bed? Mm-hmm. All right. I love you, Bear. Mm-hmm.
Please tell me you're going to edit this, Bear.
I can't edit it out. It's live, sweetheart.
Oh.
But I'll come say goodnight in just a little bit, okay? Right. Trees in a swamp. Maybe there's some trees that are like broken in the water. Okay, there we go. These are all just, yeah. There we go. Now we just get some swampy looking tree in the foreground here. And get a lot of moss hanging down. That should be fine. That's looking really swampy now. Okay. Alright, so we got Frankenstein, puppeteering with a tube of paint in a swamp, and we have all this weird area around here to figure out. How are we going to solve that problem? I don't know yet, Bob. Oh, I don't know yet. Time to channel my inner Bob Ross. Alright, so this is a little pluggy thingy. Whatever that is. He's got one over here too. Alright, so we're going to put a tree limb right there with some moss hanging down. Yep, we're going to put some lily pads right here with some water going through. There's going to be a little frog on the lily pad. Alright, little frog on a lily pad. Cool. Ooh, of course there's a frog on a lily pad. There you go, little frog. Perfect. On a lily pad. Okay, great. And of course we need some sawgrass and maybe a little cattail. Cattails are in swamps, right? Maybe. Oh, they're in the marsh. Are they in the swamp? Yes. Why not? For the sake of this drawing, they're gonna be. Alright. Alright, so there's the swamp grass hanging down, drooping down off of the tree. There's your tree bark. Got a little bit more swamp grass hanging down from there. More tree bark. Right? Tree bark, of course. Yep, and more swamp grass hanging down from the tree bark that's over here. Of course, that's what's going on. Yeah, I don't know about that branch. Sure, it's going to end over here somewhere. And more swamp grass hanging over our branches here, and maybe a little bit here as well. Yeah, that's okay. Here is the jacket folds and the clothing, the buttons that we wanted from the very beginning. There they go. There's that. Yep, there's your sleeve. Alright, your easel is going to be in the foreground. It's got to be in the foreground to make sense right now. So, there are the, yeah. Oh my goodness. Alright. we better get inking. We're 30 minutes in, and so we need to start inking right now to make this make sense. So, let's get to it. We'll go left to right since I'm a lefty, and that will hopefully keep me from messing things up too bad. And we'll probably put some more kind of dark color in here for this one since it is a swamp setting, and that will make it look hopefully a little bit more swampy to have it a little darker. A little less light getting back in this section of the swamp, hopefully. So, yeah. That's just a little bit of texture on the bark, a little bit of grass hanging down. Yeah, that's what, that looks just perfect, right? Why not? Okay. Okay, a little cattail. Whoop. Whoop. Yep, yep, yep. Hey, little froggy. Boy. Boy. Yep. Yep. Boop. Yep. That's right. There's a little froggy right there. That's a little froggy right there. Yep. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. That reminded me of Sesame Street and those little aliens. Yep, 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 yep. You remember those? Little Sesame Street aliens. Get a little bit of texture on these little cattails. Because that's important. Alright. Let's get this easel kicked off the right way here. Yeah. Alright. Hey there, Bob. Alright, that's good for that much, I guess. There we go. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. I don't know if these sound effects really make a difference, but to me they kind of go with what I'm doing. Alright. Yep. Alright. And then a little tree back here in the background Gonna have some moss hanging down off of it, and let's make this a little bit creepier than just straight up and down simple tree. It's gotta have a little bit of character, man. Yes, there we go. Another tree with some character back there. Yeah, that's a happy little tree that's right there. Yep, 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 yep. Yep. Alright, this is awesome. Choo, choo, choo. Choo. Oh yeah, these are like little logs that are stuck here. Maybe a little log coming down across here like that. Yeah, that's good. Yep, that's good. And the water coming through, zigzagging through. Yep, yeah, something going on there. Something going on here. Something going on there. Absolutely. Here we go. Alright. Okay. Now there's your paintbrush. Alright, Mr. Ross. Mr. Bob Ross. We'll put that finger right up there on. Now we're good. Yeah, that sure a puppet hand can hold that, I'm sure. Why not? Alright. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. Puppeteering. Man. So I gotta admit I'm a little bit shocked at Frankenstein's incredible ability to puppeteer. He is literally painting with a puppet on his hand, and this never came out before. Nobody knew that not only was Frankenstein a puppeteer, but he also could paint. That's pretty significant. I think we should have been told about that before now. And these are the things that you learn when you're a part of Random Quick Draw. All kinds of stuff that just people didn't really realize was going on is happening. Yep, there we go. There's that awesome goatee, that Bob Ross goatee. He's got it right there. Yep, and then that beautiful, beautiful head of hair right there. It's happening. There it is. Look at that. Would you look at that? Just coming together. I mean, that is something else. Look at that. Huh. Who knew? Who knew? I did not know until tonight that this was going to happen, and now I'll never be the same. Here we go. Alright. Got your easel legs. Come down. Yeah. There we go. I'm sure that's completely proportioned right. That's probably perfect. Okay. Okay. Yeah, he's got stitches on his arm. That's just happening. The puppet has no stitches, but Frankenstein's got stitches. That's how that's gonna happen. Okay. There's that, the creases in the arm where the fabric comes together, up around the shoulder, big arm, because you're Frankenstein, you have big arms. There we go, and 3 buttons, because that's just was there at the beginning. Then just had to make it to the final cut. Yeah, those buttons match perfect. All right. All right. Okay, let's do it this way. There, I think that's good. I think this is good, hopefully. And that is good, I hope. Maybe. Okay. There. Alright. Frankenstein's ear. His jaw. I'm going to twist it over just ever so slightly, right? Yeah, that doesn't look right, but that's okay. Yeah, that's kind of jacked up too. That's okay. I just remembered he had that big kind of thing happening with his jaw, which I kind of missed over here. Okay. Try not to overwork it and really not like what I draw. So if I don't like it, I'm trying to just let it be right there. Okay. Oh boy. Oh, poor Frankenstein. I'm sorry, buddy. You've been drawn much better than this, my friend. I feel like the bone structure is not believable, but that's alright. Alright. Yeah. Well, it's getting there. Okay. Yep. Okay. Sure, that could look okay, I suppose. This is one of those days when it's easy to just say, you know what, it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm sure he's got stitches somewhere else, so I'm just going to go ahead and put them on there. I don't know where they actually are in real life. Sure, maybe he's got some stitches right along here. I bet there's somebody who knows exactly what Frankenstein looks like and is cringing right now. And to you, I apologize. Frankenstein puppeteering with a tube of paint in the swamp. And somehow Bob Ross worked his way in. Way to go, Bob. That's a good call, buddy. Yeah, I guess that's alright. Sure. Alright, just some trees in the background to go, and that's pretty cool. that's going to come down to here. Yeah, that'll be fine right there. That should be good right there. Yeah, I mean, we're sort of close here to being done. We got a little bit more water probably to do in the background like that. Yeah, right about in there, I suppose. And a little bit of a tree stump maybe out here in the water. Sure, why not? Yeah. Little tree stump out there in the water. Alright. Yeah, little tree stump right out there in the water. Sure. Why not? We're going to come right across there. Finish that out so it makes sense water level wise. There you go. That is Frankenstein puppeteering with a tube of paint in the swamp. My friends, I'm going to erase these pencil lines here in just a minute. I'm going to put this up on the website. Oops, I missed a line here. The front edge of the canvas. I guess I should probably check and make sure I didn't miss anything else that's super duper obvious. I think that's it. Yeah, that probably deserved a line right there. Yeah. Yeah. So, there you have it. Thanks for watching. Again, if you'd like to color this, I'm going to clean it up a little bit, make it into a coloring sheet that you can fill. You can color it and then go on the website, mrhen.com. You can upload your artwork and we'll put it in the coloring gallery. And if you'd like to actually draw this, that would be even cooler. And we could also put that online in the gallery for folks too. So if that sounds like something that interests you, please feel free to download these things on the website. And then when you're done, take a picture of them and upload them there and we'll put them up. All right. Thanks, guys. Have a great evening and keep drawing.